Okay, hello guys. I have a yoga sequence, a gentle sequence. I mean, it's still going to tap into strengthening the joints in the body and keeping the spine mobile, but it's aimed for those of you with sensitive knees. Okay, so we're going to start with the legs straight out in front of us. Now, please bring in cushions, blankets, a bolster underneath the backs of the knees. That will help soften the impact on the knee joints themselves and also support the hamstrings. Legs are hip distance apart, if I hadn't said that already. Now, do adjust the flesh around the sitting bones if you need to, as I want you to feel that sense of grounding from the earth all the way up to the crown of your head. Bring some brightness to the feet, okay, and feel that internal rotation for the hips themselves. Do relax the toes, but keep a brightness in the arches of the feet so the toes are aiming to face up towards the ceiling. Okay, from here, draw the belly in towards the spine. And for all of those women out there, switch on your pelvic floor muscles. Hands ground down by the side of you, in line with your hips. If you're struggling to meet the ground, bring in a block or a book. The elbows are likely to bend. Don't splay the elbows out. Internally rotate the elbows in towards the spine. Okay, from here, connect to your breathing. Find length and depth to the breath and let the breath travel right to the pit of the belly. Okay, from here, when you're ready, raise your arms up to shoulder height. Plug the shoulders back into their sockets and bring some brightness to the palms. Spread the fingers, spread the thumbs. Palms are facing down towards the legs. Now your gaze is forwards, keeping a neutral neck. So we aren't looking up, we aren't looking to one side, we aren't looking down. Nice and neutral. From here, as you are, breathe in. Head, heart, pelvis in line. And as you exhale, fold forwards from the hips and just lean a little forwards. You might be feeling this quite strong in the lumbar spine. If so, draw back a little, okay? So don't draw so far forwards if you're feeling any pinching or pain in the lower spine. Come back as you inhale, head, heart, pelvis alignment. Try to relax the shoulders. Draw your neck out of the shoulders. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, head, heart, pelvis alignment. Exhale, hinge forwards. Taking around 4 or 5 more like this. Okay. Start to notice where you're feeling this most. Likely in the spine, but maybe for some of you in the hamstrings. Bring more of an active quality to the feet now, so do flex the feet. Keep it going. Let's go for 2 more. And trying to keep on that neutral plane, so we aren't lowering the arms down yet. Complete this round. Let's meet arms at shoulder height in front of us. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, fold forwards and now lower the right hand to make contact with inside the right leg. So you might be touching around the calf, the shin bone. You might be able to touch the ankle or the arch of the foot. But please don't round the spine. Keep that length in the spine as you anchor the right hand into the right leg. From here, on your next breath out, swing the left arm open. Now keep the left arm again at shoulder height, as though you were opening a door. Gaze, if you can, towards your left thumb. And again, keeping that brightness. Finding a rotation here in the torso. Feeling internally that detox happening for the digestive organs. Keep breathing. Drawing the left rib cage back a fraction more. Find that twist, that revolve. 1 more round of breath. Then once you inhale, come back to center, head, heart, pelvis alignments. Palms facing down. Exhaling, draw forwards, hinging from the hips. Lowering, okay, left palm to meet inside the left lower leg. Inhale, swim the right arm back. Stay there as you exhale. Keep breathing. Spread the fingers, spread the thumbs. Again, try to find a little bit more of a twist here. Breathe. From here, complete this round of breath. Then as you inhale, come back to center, lifting both arms to shoulder height. Exhale, relax palms, relax feet. Have a little bit of a roll of the shoulders as you inhale. You'll lift the shoulders high up towards the ears. As you exhale, you'll drop the shoulders down. Taking just a couple more like this, and then change direction. So as you inhale, rolling up, exhale. Complete this round. And then from here, bending the knees a little more. Sorry, I've got an itchy nose. And then easing the bolster, the blanket, the cushions to one side. We're going to roll onto our bellies. Okay, so rolling onto your stomach. Now from here, we're going to start to tone not only the legs, but the arms, the biceps, the triceps. We're going to strengthen around the shoulders and, of course, strengthen and keep the spine nice and mobile. Now, this might feel a little strong, okay, for some of you, in which case you can ease off. We're going to take this through stages. So, lengthen through your legs and your arms. Lower your forehead to your mat. If it's possible, bring your big toes to touch and your thumbs to touch. Draw the belly in. Start to tone the abdominal walls. Tone your thighs, your knees, even lift the kneecaps a fraction. Feel strong in your center. From here, inhaling, raise right arm and left leg up. Stay there as you exhale. Keep your forehead grounded. Keep pushing down with the right front foot into the mat and the left palm. Reach a little higher, inhale. Exhale, lower. Opposite side, inhale. Lift left arm, right leg high. Pointing through the toes, anchoring through the opposite arm and foot. Breathe, reach a little higher. Lower, exhale. One more round on either side. Inhale, right leg, left arm, reach. Feel strong in the body. Feel that pull, that lovely length. Exhale, lower. Final round, inhale, lift left arm, right leg. Stay there, exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, rest. Cactus the arms. Turn the neck to one side. Breathe. Feel your abdomen resist the mat below. And maybe take your legs a little wider as well, helping to relax the hip flexors. Okay, one more round of breath. Then closing the feet together. Bring the forehead back to center, to the midline of your mat, and lengthen through your arms. Draw your belly in. Tone the thighs, squeeze the buttocks together. Draw the belly in, lengthening through the toes and the legs. Preparing to lift everything, if we can, just for one round of breath, then we'll rest. Filling the body with prana, vital life energy. Inhale, lift, and also lift the forehead. Stay there, breathing out. One more inhale. Exhale, relax, lower. Splay the legs wide, cactus the arms. Turn the head in the opposite way. Breathe. If we can, we're going to take one more round here in our locust variation. A strengthening, toning posture, like I said. If you're feeling like it's too much, no problem, you can rest. Okay, let's extend if we can, legs and arms. Really draw back with the legs. Draw forward with the arms. Start to tone. Hug your muscles to the bones and the body. Breathing in, lift. Stay there, breathing out. Keep the connection with the toes and the thumbs. Lift a little higher. Keep breathing. One more round of breath, maybe even higher. And then rest everything down. Keep the forehead just resting on the mat. Have a little wriggle from side to side, massaging the thighs, the hips. Okay, come to stillness. We're going to push up to down dog. Slide your fingers back, then tuck your toes into your mat. From here, if you can come to all fours, if you need to come into down dog your own way, that's absolutely fine. So come to all fours, inhale. As you exhale, we're going to come to down dog. Okay, so we'll meet here in down dog. Please have a little bit of a shake off for your neck. Maybe a little walk up and down for your toes, for your heels. Remember to externally rotate the shoulders down away from the neck, finding space. Okay, everyone soften the knees a little, if they weren't already, and start to walk, baby steps, all the way to the front of your mat. Now once you are there, I'm just going to come more to the middle mat so you can see me properly. If you cannot reach the ground comfortably, bring in a book or a block and bring as many books or as blocks as you need, or set it on the highest setting so you can ground your left hand onto the imaginary midline of your mat. Now feel the soles of the feet grounded. Shake the neck a little. Let the torso fold over the thighs, allowing gravity to weigh you down. Keep a soft bend in both knees, and remember the knees are tracking in line with the toes. Okay, from here, swim your right hand behind you, okay, and find your tailbone. You will feel the right shoulder draw open. The right rib cage will want to pull back. Now let that movement happen and take your gaze to the right. If it's too strong, you can drop your gaze straight down to midline. Maybe cupping the left fingers like me, or the palm could be flat on the ground, but do not collapse in the left arm. Keep that active quality. Either staying here or start to lift the right arm straight up. Active fingers. And if you can, straightening the right leg a little. Breathe into this special shape you are creating. Keep that length in the torso. One more round of breath. Then as you exhale, bend the right knee, lower the right palm down. Switch, right hand, either palm placing on your block, on your mat, or on your books, or cupping the fingers, whichever you find most comfortable. Swim your left hand behind you, touch your tailbone. From here, begin to draw the left shoulder open. Okay, that's important. Gaze is up or down, whichever you prefer. Now, maybe you're feeling enough of a rotation here. Maybe you're feeling enough work happening in your body. But if you want to feel more, begin to raise the left arm up, keeping the shoulder pulling back from the neck. Maybe straightening the left leg a little. If it's too intense, soften more in the knee. Breathe, grounding through the feet. One more inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Plant both palms down on your mat. Then bring the hands to the hips. Please drop your chin to your chest. Squeeze the scapula together at the back of the body. Slowly on your next breath in, rolling up slowly, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up to standing tall. Last thing to lift will be your chin from the chest. Very well done. Standing on your own 2 feet. Come nearer the front of your mat. We're just going to take a couple more poses to help strengthen your knees, as well as the spine. Okay, and keeping the whole body flexible. Rest your arms down. Okay, we're going to come to Tadasana. So turn the palms to face forwards, finding again that rotation in the shoulders and of course in the wrists. Tone the legs, tone the torso. Gaze is forward. Breathing in, lift your arms high. Look up if you're happy to do so. Exhale, skydive down, plunging forwards, bend the knees, everyone touching the ground. Lift halfway, inhale, legs straighten, face up, Uttanasana. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands down. Step back with your right leg, okay, so right leg steps back. Then lower the right heel, down to the ground. Preparing for warrior one. Draw the belly in, keep your balance, grounding through both feet. Please make sure the left knee is tracking over left ankle as you raise your arms all the way up. Exhale, micro bend in the elbows, drop the shoulders down. Now from here, find the hips squared to the front of your mat. So your right hip crease is pulling forwards, your left hip crease is pulling back. So we have that opposition happening here. Keep the arms lifting, head, heart, pelvis into alignment. One more inhale. Then as you exhale, float your hands down, clasp them behind the back of the body. Draw back, inhale, arch the spine a little, look up. Exhale again, surrender forwards. Folding forwards with the torso. Lifting the arms up and away from the back body. Gaze is down, stay in control, you're doing brilliantly. From here, just one more round of breath, maybe folding a little deeper, sinking into that left leg a little more. On your next breath out, release the hands down, framing either side of the left foot. Pivot on your right toes so they face forward. Right heel would lift. Preparing to stand to the front of the mat. Take a deep inhale, look forwards. Exhale, softening right knee, step forwards. Have a shake off, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Palms touch, carve a line down to your heart center as you breathe out. Inhale, please push your palms together. Exhale, release the arms down, drop the shoulders, stand tall. Okay, second side, same poses. Lift the arms, breathing in, look up. Exhale, skydive forwards, bend the knees, everyone touching the ground. Inhale, lift halfway, face up, Uttanasana. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands down. Step back, inhale, your left leg. Runner's lunge, sink into it. Check the right knee is tracking over the ankle. Now lower the left heel down. Left toes are at around a 45-degree angle to that left edge of your mat. From here, keep your balance as you lift the arms with control, with strength. Drop the shoulders. Bring a little softness into the shoulders, into the elbows. Squaring off the hips towards the front of the mat. Look forwards. Inhale. Stay there as you exhale. One more round of breath. Sink a little lower. From here, inhale. Exhale, lower the arms down. Opposite thumb on top, so the way that it'll feel a little bit weird. Inhale, draw back, creating a bit of an arch with the back as you look up. Exhale, surrender forwards. Plunge forwards. Draw the arms up and away. Gaze is down. Sink into that right knee a little more. Feet are grounded. One more breath in. Exhale, lower the arms down, then framing either side of the right foot. Turn on your left toes to face forwards. You could also look forwards. Soften your left knee. Preparing to stand forwards, breathing in. Exhale, step. So take many steps to the front of your mat. Let me just come back. From here, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Palms touch, exhale, carve a line down to your heart center. Take a smooth inhale. And a long exhale. One more like this. Really fill the lungs to the full capacity. And of course, empty the lungs completely. Eyes flicker open. Okay, we're going to come back down through a little vinyasa if we can. Inhale, arms up. Look up. Exhale, skydive down, bending the knees as you go. Inhale, lift halfway, face up, Uttanasana, legs straighten, tabletop back. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands down. Step back to down dog. Now from here, in your down dog, a little bit of freestyle movement. Stay still, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, untuck your toes, and coming back to a kneeling position. Not kneeling, sorry. From here, from your all fours, take your time to bring the legs out in front of you. Some of you might be all right with kneeling, but others won't be. Okay, from here, we're going to come to a little bit of a supported back bend, okay? So I would like you to grab hold of your cushions, your blanket, and also to grab some books or your yoga blocks. Let me just shut my window as we've got the bin men outside and they're making a little bit of noise. Okay, so watching me just for a moment so you can set this up at home. I would like you to bring your rolled up blanket, cushions, okay, to rest along your mat, okay? And then from here, have your books or blocks nearby. From this space, we're going to prepare to lie back onto our blanket, bolster or cushions. And ideally, I want you to bring the base of the rib cage onto the end of the cushions or bolster. So it may take a little bit of wriggling. We're going to bend the knees, so keep watching, and then we're going to lower in your own time, down, 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 down. Oh, that feels good. Okay, so I just need to wriggle a little bit. Also to find that even quality running, okay, through the right and the left hand side of my body. Now from here you can come in if you want now, or just keep watching, as some of you might feel the throat is too open, that there's too much strain on your neck, in which case please find a block and place your block. Oh, got too much hair. You can place your block underneath the neck and drop the chin down towards the chest. That'll keep that lovely length for the back of the neck. Arms can just rest down by the side of you. They can splay out more. Some of you might even like to rest them overhead with a bend in the elbows. Also, another option for the legs, you can walk the feet together. Splay the knees open, bring the soles of the feet to touch in more of a reclining Baddha Konasana with the supported back bend. That might feel like way too much. And some of you here might like to, let me just show you, with 2 blocks, hopefully I can reach it, or books, you can place the blocks or books underneath the thighs to aid more support. Equally, if you're not feeling like the hip opener, you could extend your legs long, or you could just simply keep a bend in your knees. So please, if you haven't already, come in and find this beautiful supported back bend. Hands also could rest like mine are on my torso, so I can feel my breath, that giving and receiving of the breath through the body. It feels so good here, I don't really want to get out. But we are going to take just a couple more rounds of breath. Smooth, steady, nourishing breaths. Now if you have taken reclining Baddha Konasana, begin to close the legs, and to do that, of course, you can bring the hands to help. Moving any blocks that might be underneath the neck. And then very slowly, I'm going to ask you to roll over gently to one side. Okay? Then you can push your bolster, your blanket to one side. And then ease your way back up, keeping a bend in the knees, legs are straight out in front of us. Now extending the legs long. And we aren't going to bring in a bolster necessarily this time. If with the legs straight you just find it really painful for the knees, bring in your bolster again under the knees. Here, if we can, just to counterpose our supported back bend, flexing the feet, let's bring the feet together this time, drop the shoulders. So we call this pose, well, a variation of Dandasana, staff pose. Strong for the spine, very active, okay? Legs are toned. Let's take the arms all the way up this time. Palms are facing towards one another. Breathing in, find length, but don't lose the neck in the shoulders. Exhale, hinging from the hips. Begin to fold, 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 fold. Bringing here the hands, maybe to the toes, maybe to the ankles, maybe just under the knees. But try to prevent the spine arching, okay, or curving. Keeping that length in the torso. And then bowing, 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 bowing. Forehead down towards the knees. Now, if you're finding this a little too much, which likely a lot of people would be, you can bring in your book, your cushions, okay, just to bring a little bit more support here. Breathe, relax the forearms down, maybe bending the elbows a little. Direct the breath to the back of the body. Drawing your belly in, one more round of breath. Then as we inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, all the way up. Exhale, float the arms down, relax the feet, relax the shoulders, little bit of a shake off. Rolling the neck. Okay, maybe a little bounce of the knees. And then from here, if you like, you could take Shavasana, relaxation, or you might be feeling totally ready for your night's sleep, for your day ahead. But there we go, okay, a gentle sequence for those of you with sensitive knees. I hope that helps. Namaste.